Let's bring in a guest. I can speak now live to Wang Wen, Professor and Executive Dean of the Chongyang Institute for Financial Studies at Renmin University of China. Thanks for coming on. China's foreign ministry spokeswoman said that the embassy in Washington had received bomb and death threats. Obviously, the US wants the consulate in Houston closed. How did we get to this point now where relations seem pretty sour?
So actually, the Trump administration is inciting some extremists in the U.S. to hate China. And it does not exclude Trump supporters from using these actions to create a strong anti-China atmosphere. So I think that the next 3 months before the U.S. election will be a high-risk period for China-U.S. relations. So the Trump administration can do anything to win the election. The conflict with China is to divert the attention of American public opinion. So it is not ruled out that military conflicts against China will be launched by Trump administration.
America claims that the Chinese consulate staff were burning documents and papers. What explanation could you offer as to why they would be doing that?
I think it's very easy to understand. The Consulate General in Houston is China's largest diplomatic organization in south of the U.S. Of course, there are many important official documents in the Consulate General. So it's very rude of the U.S. to let Chinese diplomats leave for 3 days. China was forced to burn relative official documents. The Trump's China policy now is quite crazy and has no bottom line.
Several points of contention between America and China at the moment. Trade, alleged spying, coronavirus, the South China Sea. When you have lots of areas of disagreement between two countries, isn't that why we're seeing the consulate in Houston being closed? Not because of anything that they've actually done, but because this is just a way of trying to punish a country?
I think that nowadays we predict Trump is likely to announce a diplomatic break with China. One of the Trump election strategies is to constantly provoke China. So if China strikes back, no one in the US will pay attention to Trump's feeling in the fight against the pandemic. So Trump can also pretend to be a strong political man who dare to fight against China and to get more votes. And now China maintains patience. So Trump keeps stimulating until China.
Oh, my apologies. I'm afraid we have lost the connection there with Wang Wen, our guest professor at the Chongyang Institute at Renmin University in China. We were able to speak to him for a few minutes, unfortunately.